Hey guys, happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing? All right, we're going to get started on today's reading and see what beautiful uplifting messages Spirit may have for my beautiful lights today. And let's get going. Just want to give it one more good shuffle. All right. Let's see what we have. Wow, first card up is card of clarity. Getting clarity on some kind of new start and bringing in balance, okay? In order to do this for somebody out there, they're ending something. They know that they have to end whatever this is so that they can move forward and move on and have this fresh new start, okay? Because they understand, whoever you are, you understand that whether this is an event or a person you're involved with that needs to come to an end, or just feeling very stuck here, okay? You know that if you don't end this, you're just not moving forward. You're not moving at all. You're just feeling stuck. And you've gotten this clarity. So you fully understand what you need to do in order to move on. And there's a lot of things you don't know about this situation. Like you're thinking you pretty much know enough that, you know, it's time to move on, right? But let me just tell you, there's a lot more behind the scenes that you have no clue. You have no idea what's been going on. All right, so let's continue. And you probably don't want to know, you know, and if it were me, you know, I wouldn't even need to know. If I knew enough that I just knew I was never going to be happy with this person, or I couldn't trust them, or, you know, a situation, an event, whatever the thing is that we're talking about here for you, you know, whatever it is, if it's not bringing happiness and it's just, you know, a constant struggle, it's really not worth it. It's not worth it, okay? There's other things out there that can take their place that will bring in the comfort, the happiness, all right? And that's exactly what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing your cup overflowing, my beautiful lights, overflowing with happiness. But I'm seeing this masculine in the middle with two feminines on either side, okay? So this indicates a possible third party for somebody. And over here, I'm also seeing, okay, so this masculine that you're with seems to be attracted to this feminine because she's financially well off. Excuse me. So I'm just putting that out there. All right, and I'm not saying anything was done or that he took the next step or he's having an affair. I'm not saying anything like that. But he is eyeing up this other person and he is feeling some kind of way about her. He's tripping. He's just like having thoughts. So here I'm seeing the Strength card. All right, so somebody's fighting something, whether it's, you know, some kind of addiction, and I feel like I'm talking to a feminine. Yeah, you're feeling very much alone in your plight with this. It's a struggle for you, even though you're extremely strong. All right, all my Aquariuses are strong. Don't second guess your strength, Aquarius. Just, you know, if you're feeling weak, it's temporary, and you can just reach deep down into your self and pull that strength up, pull it out. It's in there. Each of you is super strong. All right, and I am seeing that you are looking for balance, trying to use your strength to stay away from this and bring in balance for yourself, which is awesome, okay? And this is something you're doing for you, not for anybody else, not for your mother, father, husband, wife. You're doing it for you, and that's the reason it's going to work out, okay? You're doing it for you. Kudos to you. All right, here I'm seeing some kind of financial burden for somebody that's creating a lot of conflict. Like you're going back and forth on something having to do with money. And this is driving you nuts. It's like back and forth, back and forth. You can't make your mind up about what to do about this situation here. All right. They want you to go into yourself, take some time by yourself, Keep putting yourself on a pedestal. Keep nurturing yourself, loving yourself. And something's going to appear. Something's going to pop up for you. Something is just going to come to you if you're doing that. Okay? Just worship yourself. All right? And it will come. All right? And then we're showing here, we're seeing rather, the card of opportunity, which has been popping up every single day lately. I'm seeing somebody going through it. This looks like an illness to me. So I feel like somebody has been down for the count, maybe feeling sick and stressing over it, and really focused on your heart. So maybe this is about somebody who's having a heart issue specifically, okay? Spirit wants me to tell you that there's no reason for you to worry, because there's an opportunity coming into play for you that you will be able to get full healing on this, okay? It's going to come out soon, and I think what they just told me is this is one of those patents coming out. This is going to be one of those healing modalities, or it might already be out. You might want to do some research on this, and that this is going to take the place of the surgery. You will not be needing surgery, I heard, okay? So this is, again, for somebody, I'm not a doctor and I can't give you advice, of course, okay? You have to choose your course of, what's best for you. But this is just what I heard, that in all probability, there's going to be a modality out there that will help you evade the surgery for your heart. All right, so let's continue. And if this is you, please comment below the video. Here I'm seeing a lot of money, guys. I'm seeing a lot of money, and I'm seeing a feminine with a masculine, or actually I'm seeing two masculines with this feminine. All right, and I'm seeing a lot of money, and I'm seeing also some kind of all right, so this masculine here in the center, this King of Cups, it appears that he left all this money. So for some of you, or for someone at least out there, I feel like you're being left a lot of money from this King of Cups, who has this, just was a spectacular person. Okay, this is somebody who's passed on. And I see that it's going to bring in a lot of security, a lot of financial security, but also, mental, I just heard somebody just take a deep breath of a sigh of relief, so to speak, like, oh, nothing to worry about now. So this is a good amount of money. Let's continue. All right. All right, somebody was trying to do something this morning and it backfired on you. You were trying to make something better, and I'm talking to a masculine, right? Something you wanted, you were trying to make it better, and it backfired, and you got this tower moment instead from this other masculine. So I don't know who you are to one another, but I see this tower moment between the two of you, and I really feel like there's one of you that's taken this the hardest, and they want me to talk to you specifically, if you're watching, that this King of Pentacles thought he was doing something good, and you're kind of misconstruing what happened, and so thus bringing in this tower moment, which is not necessary, because this person had a good intention here. Okay, so what you're thinking they meant to do is not what they meant to do, if that's making sense. All right, so I'm seeing somebody somebody is beating themselves up this morning. All right, you're moving toward judgment. You're feeling alone right now. You're feeling that people ignore you. You don't have many friends in life, and there is something you're wanting here. And you're actually wanting a person. You're wanting to be in a commitment. You want someone in your life who's going to be there for you, that you can call on the phone, that you could bounce things off of, go out with. Okay, and here's the thing. You're never too old for this. All right. What I could tell you is start making appearances. Start going out. If you're invited to something like a birthday party, don't blow it off. because it's some young kid's birthday party you were invited to, go, because there's also adults at those birthday parties. All right, just make yourself known, go out there, make eye contact, talk to other people. All right, and hopefully you will meet this person. Okay, but do not be hard on yourself. All right, everything we go through in life, we go through for a reason, and you're all exactly where you're supposed to be in this moment. Did you know that? Yeah, no matter how bad things look, no matter how bad people have treated us in the past, or how good things look, you know, all of the things that we're going through in life were pre thought of. You know, we agreed to go through all these events so that we can learn and teach. That is why we keep coming back to the planet. We keep coming back because Source gave us eternal life, and we are some of us have lived thousands of lives, right? So somebody was asking about vibration, so maybe you're new. So what does the vibration have to do? Or the third dimensional thing, what is that? Okay, so we're all vibrating on different levels. Everything is made from vibration, right? So newbies that are just coming in, that are reincarnating for the first or second time, they have to go through a lot of lives to learn and to teach and to get somewhere, right? It's like a school. The planet Earth is like a school. And for those of us who've had thousands of lives, we're ahead, okay? So we've had way more learnings and teachings. In the end, you know, the purpose is to get through these and treat our brethren better. And this is the timing that we're in now. We're moving into this fifth dimension where we're going to be doing just that. We're going to be operating from love and kindness, and things are getting ready to change. So in the end, you'll have a much better relationship if you take your time and choose someone who's vibrating more so on your level, right? Just take your time, ask questions, find out how they deal with things, what they've dealt with in the past, how they've dealt with it in the past. What would you do if you were in this situation or that situation, and so forth, okay? But I see a feminine here who's gone through a lot that needs to make a decision to move toward positivity, okay? So that could mean two things. That could mean, one, that you might just have been brought up around very negative people, and you might perceive life from a negative stance, and therefore that will create a lot of unhappiness in somebody's life if they're always perceiving things from a negative aspect, right? So, and then you have the opposite. You have people who, you know, something negative happens. If it's doable, they just take care of it, they fix it, and it's gone, right? Whether it's people, places, or things, we all have choices to make. We can leave people behind that we're not getting along with, or, you know, are pushing our buttons every day and just causing us stress and strife, whatever. Or, you know, we can find good people and take them under our wing when we do find these people. But I am seeing this feminine, like I said, you're moving toward better things. So they want you to focus on that. They want you to make this decision to move away from this, okay? This is where you seem to gravitate toward, right? And then, of course, there's always, you know, they did this to me, they did that to me, look at what this person did or said, or look at how they acted, look at, you know, when in reality you chose that person, all right? And you didn't take your time to see, you know, if this was somebody on your level. And they're saying move toward positivity now. You can do that, all right? It's a choice. So let's continue. All right, so I'm seeing somebody who's single here. This is a masculine. It appears that you are... Okay, so it looks like you broke up with somebody recently. You thought that's where your happiness was going to be, that was going to be best for you, and that was going to serve you in the best way. That's what you wanted, right? You're a very romantic guy. you like to bring in your cup. You like to start new relationships, and you like that newness, that, you know, when things are still on fire, and, you know, just that flirty part. But that, you know, it's unrealistic to think that that's going to last. So it looks like you just keep moving into new relationships, moving through people, lots of people. It can't be fulfilling. Maybe you're saying, yeah, it is. It might be for you, okay? But you have the Justice card here with being single. So you're thinking that this is really your justice. You like being single so you can, you know, go through those flirty steps again. And, you know, you like to use your intuition on women and try to figure them out, and then try to figure out how you can sweep them off their feet. All right. But, you know, there's going to come a time where the shoe is going to drop, and you're going to come to a realization that you might have wasted a lot of time as far as you're concerned, because you, instead of being in a fulfilling, loving, beautiful relationship and being with somebody who really understands you and loves you for who you are, you're just, you know, going through people like water. So anyway, guys, I am seeing an ending coming in quick for someone. This is going to create some kind of defensiveness regarding a child or children, and it's coming in fast. It's going to be communicated very quickly, like any hour, any day, so to speak. Wow. All right. So I'm seeing this masculine celebrating here. Okay. It looks like you're celebrating because something that you've been holding on to that has been making you feel defensive through the years. It looks like that's getting ready to change up. So that's going to be changing for you. And I see you celebrating with a lot of people. I don't know, some kind of success on the way for you. This feminine that I'm talking to is, you're in the process of a victory with this Page of Wands, okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles is going through something, and this is about to end. He's making changes. Okay, so you're noticing, or you've noticed in the past, that this masculine was going through something, or that he was just changing. At first, you didn't know he was going through something himself. You thought that he was just, you know, judging you or looking at you in a different way, or, you know, falling out of love with you. But in reality, he changed completely while you were with him. All right. I don't know if this is hitting home for anybody who's watching, but you literally watched him change right before your eyes. Okay. He went through some huge transformation, and you are going to be meeting this new person here, this masculine, very intelligent, and he is actually who you're meant to be with anyway. I see a victory card between the two of you. So victory is on its way. For somebody who might have felt brokenhearted for a while. And then, this is interesting. Yeah, so I'm seeing somebody has like this really in-depth connection with spirit, it looks like. All right, so I don't know who you are, but you... I don't know, you see things or feel things. You have this connection with spirit that a lot of other people won't and don't understand, and you keep it to yourself. You don't talk about it much. All right, but it makes you feel very happy, very connected. And also, so spirit is basically saying, you know, this is awesome. Okay. Doors are going to start opening for you. There's something here for you, like a change in the work that you do. You should be doing something spiritual, they're saying. There's so many spiritual things that will be coming into play. You're going to probably manifest one of them, according to these cards. But over here, in order to do it, they're just reminding you to stay in a state of gratefulness, okay? It's very, very important that we stay in that state of gratefulness, guys. All right. And then I'm seeing a lot of chaos. Chaos, it looks like somebody's working towards something, trying to make a decision, but you're stuck with this decision because you can go one of two ways and you're not really sure which way to go. But I feel like it's a workplace scenario where you've been working hard maybe for many, many years. And lately there's some kind of chaos going on in this workplace. And it's making you feel stuck. And it's also making you think that you're going to have to start looking for a new job or a new career because of what's going on here. Okay? Let me see if I can get more. Yup, look at this. Yes. So this has a dual meaning here. So what they're saying is, in addition, you are going to be looking at some kind of new job or new career. All right, this card right here is the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a new beginning or new financial beginning, a new financial door opening up. You could see this hand coming out of nothingness, handing you off this big, beautiful pentacle, right? Coming out of nowhere. And this is, you know, a path you're on, a path you're going to be choosing or you're on right now. This path and this position that you're going to be taking in the future is where you are going to meet your future wife or husband. Your future love is there waiting for you. How cool is that? All right, guys, that is the reading. I hope that it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.